Hello everyone out there. Today we're going to be making a marble cake for our son's birthday party tomorrow. And so we're going to go ahead and get started on that. What I've got here is 3 cups of all-purpose flour. And we're going to go ahead and sift that. See if I can get it all to fit in here at once. Not quite. And I've got 1 tablespoon of baking powder and a teaspoon of salt, and we're just going to sift that all together. And sifting is very, very important for cakes. So we're just going to go get it all sifted. Sift a little bit of this and get the rest of our flour in there. Okay, now we've got our flour and baking powder and salt all sifted together, and set that to the side. What I've got here is 2 sticks of softened butter and 2 cups of sugar, and we're just going to cream this all together until light and fluffy. Okay, we've got our sugar and butter all creamed together, and now I'm going to go ahead and add 4 eggs, one at a time. We're just going to stir them into the well blended, and the eggs are at room temperature, so that's very important also. Okay, the eggs have all been incorporated, and now what I've got here is 1 cup of milk, and we're going to start with the flour first. We're going to divide the flour 3 times. The milk is going to be divided in half, and we're going to stir that into our cake. And you know, it doesn't have to be exact. You can eye it. Always start with your flour first. Now we're ready to go ahead and add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and we're just going to fold that in to our batter. And 2. And I've got my oven preheated to 325. And if you've got light pans, then 350. And it's going to take this cake anywhere from 25 to 30 minutes. So I keep a check on it. And a lot of times people's ovens work differently, so it might be done sooner. So always do your toothpick test. Okay, get that folded into there. And what I'm going to, I need to tell you how I made this, okay? Because you need it to be cooled off, your chocolate. So what I did was, I had a cup of milk chocolate chips. So you can use the semi-sweet if you want to. And I melted them in the microwave. And then to the melted chips, I added 2 tablespoons of white corn syrup, 1/4 cup of evaporated milk, a tablespoon of butter. I'm having problems here today. And I've stirred it all together, and half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and we let it cool completely. Okay, to this I'm going to go ahead and we're going to fold in 2 cups of our white batter here, so we can go ahead and get our chocolate. Okay, we're going ahead and fold in our batter to our chocolate. And this is basically what you're going to do, just like this until it's all been well combined. Okay, I've divided the white layers into 2 pans. Now we're going to go ahead and dollop your chocolate. And try not to be messy, but I am messy. wipe that off. And we're just going to kind of take a knife and just kind of swirl these both together. Okay, it took me about 30 minutes for this cake, and I cooled it in the pan for 10 minutes and took it out. Now, every now and then this will happen, and it happens to everybody. I broke my cake, so I can't flip it back over for the top, but this is going to be the bottom, so it's kind of upside down in the plate if any of you bakers notice that, and so I don't want to flip it back over. But we're going to let these completely cool, and then we're going to make our chocolate buttercream frosting. Okay, we're now ready to make our chocolate buttercream frosting. What I've got here is 2 sticks of butter, and I've softened them to room temperature, and then I kind of whipped them around a little bit. Okay, I've got 4 cups of powdered sugar. I'll go ahead and add that. I've got a ½ cup of cocoa powder. Now you can add 1/3 of a cup if you want a lighter chocolate, or if you want more chocolatey, add 3/4 of a cup of cocoa powder. And I'm going to go ahead and add our vanilla. And I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. You can also do 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 1 teaspoon of almond. And I'm going to be using evaporated milk, but you can use whole milk, you can use heavy whipping cream, or you can use half and half. I use whatever I've got on hand a lot of time. I'm not going to measure this because I never do. And I'm just going to add a little bit at a time until I get it to the consistency that I want. And don't worry if you add too much, add some more powdered sugar in there. Okay, we got our frosting all done, and my better half, to my attention, pointed out that I had only put 1 teaspoon of vanilla, so I went back and added another teaspoon that you didn't get to see on camera. So I put 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract in here. We got our cake all frosted up, and I'll see you at the party tomorrow.
Happy birthday, dear Johnny.
Happy birthday to you.
Woo.
Blow the candles.
And many more.
Okay, we got them all.
There were no trick candles.
I told you they're not trick candles. What?
What's crap?
No, I'm gonna put it down.
You said long bag.
How big do y'all want these?
Want mine little bitty. I got
Yeah, he said take a little piece off and hand him the cake.
I got to take pills when I get home for just eating this piece of cake.
You have to take pills regardless.
I know, but it's my story. Let me tell like I want.
Oh, I guess it coming up there with all that chocolate. I was wondering about that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we know who's important now, don't we?
Did we surprise you, Grandma?
Good Lord. Stab, kill somebody with that. Look at that harpoon.
Coming over today.
Don't make me mad.
I told her a week ago, probably, but you had to call me.
You got to break your tongue and drop it on it.
Oh, you're around
Yes,
with her.
What are you calling me out of them?
You
You gotta hug me twice. I'm lucky something. They did.
get like three.
Oh, I did. I brought him cake.
I got hug 3 times. So
I can't.
Oh, we raised him.
Yeah, we brought him cake.
Yeah, thank you. Maybe I did. I Grandma.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you.
I ain't gonna drop it.
Daniel's will be coming up next in October. We're having a Halloween birthday party.
Oh, we got different costumes?
Yeah.
Alright.
I didn't know we were having that.
I didn't either.